Biden may have trouble getting on the Ohio 2024 ballot. Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose warned Ohio Democrat Chairwoman Liz Walters that Joe Biden may have trouble getting on Ohio's general election ballot. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say that this is a good thing, because it wouldn't be right to wish illegitimate procedure upon our opponent. But they're such bad cheaters that I'm not going to be too sympathetic if this does happen, if something does go awry and they can't get on the ballot. In a letter sent to Liz Walters, the Ohio Secretary of State warned that Joe Biden may be non-compliant because the DNC convention will take place after the state's deadline to certify a presidential candidate. So it's a procedural, it's a bureaucratic thing. Yeah, so it probably will be resolved. Frank LaRose said either the Democratic Party can move up its DNC convention or the Ohio state legislature must act by May 9th. Quote, I am left to conclude that the Democratic National Committee must either move up its nominating convention or the Ohio General Assembly must act by May 9th, 2024, 90 days prior to a new law's effective date, to create an exception to this statutory requirement. Legal counsel Paul DeSantis wrote in a letter to Ohio Democrat Chairwoman Liz Walters, obtained by ABC News. Now, am I being too fair, chat, when I say this is kind of silly? He's obviously the candidate. You don't need to check. Am I being too nice? I don't know. But if this was Trump, I would obviously say, no, this is silly. You know he's the candidate. You don't need to do this procedural nonsense. Just put him on the ballot. So that is my general take here. But as I said earlier, exclusively because our opponent are such horrendous cheaters, I'm not going to have sympathy. If I'm not going to have much sympathy if some procedural nonsense knocks Biden out of the race in some state. I don't think it's right, but I'm not going to have much sympathy because they are massive cheaters and they're depending completely on cheating and exactly this kind of fuckery, but deliberate against Trump across the board if they can make it happen. So yeah, I don't have a lot of sympathy, but it isn't right. There you go. ABC News reported there could be potential general election ballot access concerns for President Joe Biden in Ohio. The state Secretary of State's official office sent in a letter to Ohio Democrat Chair Liz Walters on Friday. Even if they have to write in, a lot of Democrats will. They did for one of the primary states. In the letter obtained by ABC News, legal counsel for Secretary of State Frank LaRose sought clarification for an apparent conflict in Ohio law between the Democrat National Committee's nominating process and the deadline, etc., etc. That's all stuff we've already essentially covered. The DNC, the convention is scheduled to convene on August 19th, which will take place more than a week after the August 7th deadline to certify a presidential candidate in Ohio. The office flagged according to, so okay, they would in that case probably just say for Ohio it's Biden, but maybe they would just move it up. Don't know. Trump won in Ohio in 2016 by an 11-point margin, and in Ohio in 2020 by an 8-point margin. I don't doubt Ohio was one of the swing states the Democrats tried to capture. Maybe they just failed to. Maybe it's not much of a swing state anymore. I know it used to be. Yeah. There you go. We'll see how that goes. I've already set my position on it. Speaking of Trump, there will be a record-breaking $50 million raised at Trump's billionaire dinner. Good for him. Hope he uses it well. It's still a swing state, says Dr. Trump.